Obi send a question be no person who say DV visa lottery no. So what advice and say be or be application no. Then was all ye then be also pay attention to say the bo bit me be. A woman say the lottery there, but at least then now ordinary two form I now immigration law we study system no. Then ordinary two form no correct here bit me about improving the chances.
Yeah. Recently, me obi kasa visa or visa lottery be na mistake or and say time no mu be system no more auto lottery no and or the wrong date of birth or something. I'm try and share. And say one be in fact 33988 and or no 5588. Unfortunately for him, or at that point, you are disqualified because necessarily when your passport and matches are fake data. I mean, it's just too many problems. What I'll tell you, when you're you never know. So when you
exactly.
try and share the physician bombishim. I know catch up with the bombishim and just say far. A bit to me afa. Intimate catch up with some bombishim keke. Put the correct information. Because when now could do consular officer and no who discrepancy pet, you are disqualified. You are immediately just no explanation will work. And because there's a time crunch for visa lottery, once you're inadmissible, a quite you file waiver. There's no way.
Okay.
It's you just have to get it right from the beginning. It will be I just make sure say correct information because by chance if you able to me away and I will submit it so it's just one entry per person. You have to follow and so the instructions there's so pepe. I
don't know the lawyer more consultations for omo per se omo apply no because a lot of people they also mungo reading instructions baby no or read you
I know, I try to give as much free education on your social media, but exactly. Over 2 million people. If you make us a consultation now, last year sent me videos about that they blew up our phones and then I'll be out of business. Lafayette will be out of business because I'll be giving consultation of visa lottery for free. It's a new bedding. But yeah, we do offer it if they then. But most of the people young people almost pay chance it no money.
Yes.
You feel somebody because it's like
it's true. And I ask scammers so no might take advantage of them or say 4,000 bra. For we say no.
I'm sorry. One last thing I was going to say is what I tell people they say. The obi any ho betimi ama wa wen na menya go be lawyer I know so obama me am wen I'm like mama be man ko take advantage of you. The fact that me attorney me ye lottery doesn't mean say obe wen.
Exactly.
What will only do for you is it will maximize your chances into when you be clean. The problem is one kasa ko to bia o ye mistakes you get disqualified but attorney at least you can make sure say okay I don't know. It might not increase your chances, but at least if you're picked, you can be sure say the BI fine.
Okay. Council be the question about maybe or see nukunu U.S. Wa file amono and anima and ketwa. Be manager and honum or say almost 8 years in it. They say oh no, so I am frustrated because they be also a file, they be also a file, or person no kojana our no penny baby cotton. What can the man do? Can my papa ni claim say wa file you? My men do suspect say papa no on file issue no. I say shem kawana ko no ne mama ensa no ono my men cross suspect say ni kunu no obi eja wo baby. And ono the always so Ghana ntino. Any oja wawe. I don't know what is the immigration issues here.
Now, first of all, you maybe say immigration status of papa no or
yes. Papa no put up US passport.
Oh yes,
citizen.
Okay, on your green card. It's normally we are citizen who file ma or spouse and our hoka for ultimate fact in collab minor children no income as derivatives. If papa ni a green card holder, no file man in urine can collab can as derivatives. Into the wife will be the principal beneficiary of the application. Now collab derivatives. But papa ni a US citizen now, he has to file independent and separate applications for all four of them. In a year, one application to which your application fees 5
for each of them.
times 4. Yeah. And normally, it will be difficult. Papa never claim say we file on G information. You will need here information. If you cannot file you will know because of ubeji passport or date of birth. Set near be I don't know how she
for all you know, anything I'm a suspect is on file or so episode Jawa. Would that be enough grounds? Some I mean be Jawa, because well, bet me I say obey me interpreting as abandonment. 8 years in Ghana.
Yes. I don't know because 2022, not just of 2014.
Yes.
So sometimes now issues between me, but that's true. It's me delay, but generally because we're a U.S. citizen, who can immediate relative category. I know there's no wait time for a visa. It's a faster. 8 years ago, so there was no COVID backlog. Things were very fast.
Exactly.
I don't know how that's what change. And of filing there's a first part of the application that will be approved and call U.S. embassy. It's a communal letter, emails be to show say it's the case has progressed into it seems I don't know.
But is that enough grounds for divorce? My many bet me no so I can say
you will free will. Once you have a good reconcilable difference.
But in law, would that be reasonable in law? So filing divorce
very reasonable because Obia worry say enjoy companionship, long distance marriage in a year in that form. And that for me, if you say and that for me too. And therefore, it's for sure. Okay, to me, I mean, you're adding now. She has the right to make a choice. So if it's not working for you, and you're not, you feel my better because as a
only now Hashem Kawanako, and the normal a year or Ghana, Pasham Kawanako baby because Boga say do Christmas say no more big gumu or Ghana. Gum said, $90 in a pounds. Yeah, I guess slave queen senior idea, which is no, I said down or Yemen now as you, you bay and one day. Nay, I know one day, make quabo trump.
In fact, me cry, for I know people, family for anyway. What happens is almost baha, so almost baha, worry, no ma Ghana, no ma kunya. Wife and a whole new family were Ghana.
Exactly.
And there was a situation where Omo cry and someone nominate and men in Bema know to be a little bit selfish. Omo Ghana so Sanoma could de. Then they come and enjoy. It's just a we are see over the pa.
Into Obisa na se Bema na U.S. citizen. Oba no so ye ebia eson na yire o ne no wo America na eson oba o Ghana. O Ghana no obetimi file bibi against U.S. citizens say we bunu kwasiana. Can she do anything in a U.S. court? Because technically bigamy, but why smart about it? Say, I worry about kunu ni America. We susu ni Ghana. And to me, holding say bigamy.
Yeah, I mean, say so we book because I say be a breach of promise to. I mean, to me.
What can you say? A breach of promise to my wife? One way a fraud.
So there's really nothing. The only thing is that. Say he's in the process of filing immigration. Now I worry no what Ghana and a bit to me let immigration say. But but normally so no book for no smart. It do home to make catch from no Ghana say. My worry what happened be I papa no don't worry, oh dear come 2 years. It's a be an obwa on ye now when didn't we are.
I'm telling you, what?
You see my so you feel like you are part of the game. It's when now your game so by the time of Benya Kata and we're not yet too late. No, really. See, there's really
and it's sad now. Can Boggers no me very smart.
Oh, yes, smart.
Me very smart.
Oh, yes, smart. See, at this point, what can you do? Fraud. There's who you penny. Heart breaks also there. In your criminal offense. And
I like that. Broken out in your criminal offense. It comes up. But this issue too. This saying there was Ghanaian taxi. Obi ko ne passenger bi ofa na New York for ne Manhattan for driving speed. Obi enim se Ghana de ashama for ne say ashama drivers nye ana circle kaneshi enye but New York drivers also nye. Or kwaje passenger ni sika, passenger na pushing up for mama Ghanaian taxi driver na. In this case, what would be the legal issue? Say na no be who can say you a year visa cry to me jet for a year. Nti we say no say driver ya omokunu Ghana ni o. Na busuafo Ghana ombetimi aba a year na ombeka say omo visa ko na year akakosie no.
Yeah, there's a possibility. So under the B2 visa category, no, ubetimi aba for funeral of a close family member. It's normally say be our mama or papa kunu, you know, very very close, and just say oh, now they are here excusing. So ubetimi agenesa and papa ne so wu ye no if ebia or year ewo Ghana no file man na bo or year wa ha ye pata or year wa Ghana no file man na. Now, what your first part of the application now? So normally the general rule is that a petition dies when a petitioner dies. It's the petitioner who are not, the case dies with the petitioner. But
it is your file amount when found also a U.S. citizen and also a green card holder. So who to say your papa your free more? And I'm not saying so mukum Ghana any lady bisu or Massachusetts. So who application a pending no and so.
And also, but when it comes to you can say what discretionary maybe bakubi or your friend of humanitarian reinstatement. It's I don't know you have to plead your case in tia nipa ne but still mau visa no. And there's another one too so widow petition and that's a widowhood petition. It's I don't know say if as a taxi driver now we will know or you're or Ghana now we file first part of the application no more approving no.
Okay.
The second part no, automatically converts into a widowhood petition. And when it's what submitted death certificate or wukno no. No more than no nefi your man or my mom bit me my visa not through that. But
okay. But normal one the
rule is when the petitioner dies, the petition dies. But we know me exceptions
But that's very interesting part because Ghana for be because of our training no. Obenya nkrata no wenyi. It's very sad, but a lot of Ghana for many omukasa in all my travels, Europe, near America, nyina bebre onya nkrata no na wenyi kakra. It's so sad. It's on filing ma ebusuafo no kra ebusuafo no mra no one where anything can happen. Meaning bebre are in the process of filing omo.
It's true,
Mrs. Bebre Germany because omo ye nkrata omo ebusuafo no omo.
And if you let me tell you the story, me were clients be na nikunu waha and on no Ghana young lady and of file nikunu no file man na time na nikunu ne ba be file man no and na okache ne so komo you say lawyer but na nikunu so no abetimi aye no say okay until start ye or ye bibia no mo approve first part of the application in the US. And almost the U.S. embassy for almost receive BBA and almost say okay, she's going to come for an interview. Almost already on friend. Into the lady ne catch a guy and say okay, on send the documents ni ambra. But now my wedding anniversary was coming up in a few days. You know, so no abeba Ghana into a packet BBA in a week. Wa packet BBA into your bar. Now or the documents I'm no according. That was during the COVID, right before, I think 2 days and a guy never be fihano. And now collapse and no didn't call hospital.
Jesus.
And he was in a coma for a few days and the guy no any mamina neti. So the girl had none of the documents. Unfortunately for the young girl, no, mameno suddenly changed because a bank account in there. Said, the girl of friend me no susa not somebody referred and she doesn't have access to any of the documents. Nini now when I'm saying to you say lawyer say there I'm saying you see, unfortunately no. And Kamu you say lawyer and the lawyer will have copies of everything.
Exactly.
In the case of an emergency, you know, you don't even need Obia. Lawyer has copy. So sometimes it's not because we bet me BB. Sometimes BB bet me see.
Ochina se mumponti. Ochina se mtino. Now we use lawyer na backup because in this case, mama no, oh my name mo.
Debbie. But luckily for her, we were able to resolve it. Our BBI is good, but it was such a big lesson, you know, very very big lesson to her, and even to me, I was because my anticipating said that was one of the reasons why you can even hire a lawyer because I was like, wow.
And I only COVID by there were a lot of unexpected deaths. owo bebre si ya nkrofo mu we o man so da ye da o mabusuafo so an so da ye da so obewu minimo bi a ofi Amsterdam na o bagana just program meeting po no mo call Amsterdam just a week meeting ofi Amsterdam oba no o onya COVID infection no into obedu Ghana no no so ye sikla kakra dada e kan no to honum na ekun no na yire nkwala mienu omaka e no mo honum in such a case maame no ne nkwala no wo Ghana o papa no bewu wo Ghana if the process is pending na so oba ni hu nkrata bi aka.
Exactly.
It's so sad.
Now, almost filing almost system very complicated and complicated and you know what happened so with the woman is normally you're filing for immigration applications and you could never be brave. Even bank account and nipani saving what we have all the records because of affidavits of support the tax name. It's girl no knows because Nikuno no had sika in certain accounts or nim account or try so boni team in what did he say on Kai? I have no documents. And sometimes I need money boy because we lawyer need to me a pull up oh no account wa ha yanko ha that's right with them we don't know what mama ne fa bibia.
Wow. And then the accounts is simple even in Ghana. So be anim da obi abewu. Nti obi a wo bank ne wo yes and a member bebre so na okay no trust issues nti no on kan che na yire kwase mo account we wa ha me we wa ha oba so kan che ni kun se me we wa ha me we wa ha.
Sometimes one intermediary of a lawyer na ye good no
exactly
lawyer a trusted person or keep confidentiality nti on kan che say who know but in the case of emergency ono no betimi so ni mo make sure say
okay. I'm wrapping up because time no ya we fan say obi file manema we are trying to recap. I file manema below 18. Also unmarried children. Basic things also basic things also
oh file ma okay to say na make on two parts of the application. First part of the application is just to establish is to establish two things. Number one, immigration status of Nipano of filing is always important. So you're U.S. citizen, so you're green card holder because it's an American. Oh, you're undocumented. Oh, better no work of Franco for say almost some who are America.
One guy's a ujane dada. Uti police siren and now ujane na o go
first of all, you have to establish to the U.S.CIS. United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, federal agency responsible for affirmative applications. So what your immigration status is. Secondly, a claimed relationship between who petitioner now will filing and the beneficiary. Beneficiary any panel benefited from application. So what's the relationship? The law has defined certain only specific types of relationships that can benefit from immigration applications. And so you have to show say nipa ne ya wo here through a marriage certificate, nipa ne ya wo ba through a birth certificate, and I say or you wouldn't you have the birth certificate and then so your birth certificate, you wouldn't a birth certificate and then your mother's
birth certificate.
Yes.
Okay.
And then maybe your mother's ID where maybe I would any
that's why the Ghana card is very important because now saying Ghana card no more register on mommy. O papa ni nyine din wo so and a biometric ntu so mu puli o mbehu bibia wo so.
Yeah, which is good, but may I normally sibling podi any day. I say once they can see that there's a similar name, maybe our mami din the same as meme mami din, they can tell that of course it's from the same parent.
Okay. Now Ibane say wo ne o sibling, wo say busuafo bi won mo share the same surname. Omo nyina fi papa baako. But especially first na say crowd dey come yeah, they go for to tunkrofo. Inti bia omunyina fi the same father, but obehwe na yede na to ne nana. Inti on yusu ne papa di. Eno em flag or more system.
So sometimes obehwe say sometimes if just one document doesn't work, as it's to mean secondary documents ebe bolster o asema wo kan. Inti so obi ewunua whatever evidence is up to you. Whatever evidence I'll believe is me access any pani and you have to submit it.
Okay, anya by force number what the same name as long as the birth certificate so no father near the same.
Yes, and then you can also establish what's the sound but previous identity, there was a similar name. Until you so all the documents you can, maybe from from time now we are hospital records, maybe school records, maybe to me establish it.
Hey, school records in the account.
Oh, you especially when birth certificates now what they ban almost pay contemporaneous with the birth of the child because of relationship fraud. They find say obi a U.S. citizen. Now go catch any what say say there wait the 15. Oh, they are new birth certificates. Family didn't so papa na me file them out because someone him say what I say any chance. And you go get your birth certificate.
Fraud. Ghana force ye to me, yes, sir.
Yeah, it's who's a birth certificate of Akua is issued in 2022. It be 15 years from the time he was born. And on the U.S. embassy will, and I say U.S.A is rejected. They'll tell you some pay birth certificate,
original birth certificate, no,
contemporaneously with the birth of the child. Say Akua within 6 months, so may issue, and only your original. And if you don't have that, now I know number catch first secondary documents, it's school records, birth hospital records, census, employment records. I bet say. A baptismal certificate. We are not so.
I can't say you good pass watch this idea because and Crawford be breaker say yes you uncle ni chrome baptismal certificate there. I find one mama who say a birth certificate on a discrepancy.
Yeah.
It's important say onipe bia wo akola and I wouldn't bia. Say I was all forcing now yeah or dear to
exactly so forcing now in America same be a case be Ghanaian lady or waha na or file money papa na time na and so filing na or no birth certificate almost issued in 2014 and I'm someone be 80 something into the call your filing birth 3 times you know me deny say no you need a contemporaneous birth certificate. Say, yeah, 88 or say whenever no birth certificate issued at 6 months because 2014 then the chest say oh papa. And this was even before a girl no I'm say obabe win visa lottery.
Okay.
And obe who me share bibia and the winning factor in that case was the fact that me arguments who said that the reason almost yes our contemporaneous birth certificate, I'm saying matter of remand, that's the case law, is to reduce fraud. But one of the winning arguments was that at the time that girl only a birth certificate, she didn't have it within her contemplation. So I bet Danny visa lottery winner, some bet Danny U.S.A.
Yeah.
So she had
there was no intention to defraud the system.
It's using and we won that case and we're very, very happy. But yeah, it's the birth certificate delayed there, a friend delayed birth certificate.
What to make the cases in because court or America mu winning cases in Ghana for clients. Wow, Yakupon show. Because I know the and go for baby so because more immigration lawyers more fantastic job because Sika Ghana for kwa brooches American kwa or the buffy no. And no kuta Ghana economy no. And yes, anka CC plus edri. Kebi kwa nkebeko FF plus.
No,
they bring a lot of money. Inti say to me boa unia Ghana ni mo nya nkrata ye adwuma no de bi bafia. That's a whole blessing. Apart from say adwuma keke na o ye Yakopon be share because nkrata asem amankofo ye niema be bring from Europe to America. They be etu kwan ya me ne nana ya no me ade ehu nkofo be it's just say me hu obi a yesi oni obi ye nkrata. We dey minim say embassy for ebeti a menya short omo tie twi ne de nti meka ne twi typical omo tie ase oni obi ye nkrata be ma ne so oni ne beda so nkrata semia oni ne beda
very very common very 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 common you want to share with that like well that's the problem illegality there won't send the brain that's why you say as much as possible no so stay away from that because untimi kwa enforce it because sometimes almost defraud you almost seek out and police you're categorized as criminals.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to be ready for BBM and they demand sex from them all the time. We'll go open once a day, twice a day. I use a paracetamol. I mean,
are you serious?
Reasonable demand.
Because I'm going to say me because and I know maybe New York baby, but also sa Worcester more sport be omunyina atena they are not chikrum. Inti Ghana for bebre one or mota. Now more can say the Ghana ni girl be koye na obi ne koye nkrata sa katani na one na kwakoda. Now just Afia they are quite say what it got tata girl no san nipe ne ho nya no fe ne ho nya na kono ba bia nso nkata semti odi is serious.
Yeah, very disheartening. And to say you make comments so no. You know, over U.S.A. as for papers and immigration, your number one BBS working on, because the thing is, when to me and young Jumana, it can set you back about 20 years, 15, 30 years, and now you're fighting, you know, deportation and, you know, a whole lot. Because at the end of the day, no, to say now, can you disika be brave? It is important, say, nipa bet me a clear side immigration hurdle, not they can have umbenya peace of mind, innovation, creativity to pursue bigger dreams beyond papers, right? Because papers, yeah, and your BBS say to me, because intelligent people are, but because of papers in T, it be doctors, lecturers, researchers, scientists, papers in T, then you know,
waka. Because now me hear India for documentary be na India for ni bebre we a surgeon, obi a cardiologist, obi a say omo go school. But Ghana for near a before no nkrata same ti bebre no kran to me go school because oba I was so force one be 2-5 years and sana when nkrata nti by the time na make us ne ho jojo no na ne kokra brem kra na ba I just want to mean die aduane a ne ho kra but it's just
and the other thing is
serious.
Yeah, another thing some question company say young people nepa omoba school at the end of almost studies no mo prom some benya krata because me then my son go back into they try to use by you know by hook or crook by any means possible so benya krata no one call get into
trouble
krata marriage fraud. And the problem with and only say once you could get into it's not more almost chiwa. You can never get an immigration benefit again. And you're 204C bar. When you start 204C bar now, upe kra we jai marriage fraud no konya wankasa with dear friend or made dear U.S. citizen. They'll never give you a green card unless and until so to me at this proof it says I didn't was marriage fraud. You know, I told them
chechemu ye say omo yes as ye nkrata so enhyeda anye na yire papa nkrata na one ne ye ne ade say ye chiwa forever.
You can never get an immigration benefit in the US and on a 204C bar. And you know, but the thing is, and some to me this marriage fraud bar not also no. The government bears the burden. No, I say prosecution criminal, they have to bear the burden of showing say fraud now substantial fraud. They should prove it by
beyond reasonable doubt.
Yes, beyond reasonable doubt, they are very high, but by substantive and probative evidence, that's the legal standard for proving fraud. Normally, no, U.S. immigration laws, you know, who apply for benefits, who na bear the also say so prove it. But a binding person more fraud, so a bear the shift take or so
okay.
And you know, if you're caught with that, when you're banned, then you can never get a benefit.
Okay.
I tell people to boss because so many opportunities were America have. When you can get it even through employment based, you know, so.
Okay. And the council, mama now I say because they all Kenya America, me lady bia na obeye madam for. Unfortunately, we're free mo Germany. So nkrata semwa sa owremo bi de obi me ware o na say nani ba no ho so no obi de sa fraud bi akwakowe no ti no ti Germany no ni nkrata otna wa akọ wi o yentumi kra mfa na mfi Germany amagana. It's sad.
If you let me tell
they were forced to bury her in just say and all the years otna Germany be 18 years when to me amagana that because of a fraud I say me. It's a good advice now the Magana for to
yes, as a communication company say nipa na woni ne kwakoye marriage fraud no ono emu ni integrity. Ono emu you dishonest or a criminal you know or sika no farmer. So you cannot expect that it's going to be a smooth transaction. And yet because a lot of obi US citizen now in the Juma or person obey laws or decide to propose an onye.
Exactly.
The type of people they get now so problematic. It comes with a lot of problems. It's a bit you know
you from. I think also one should start from even visa lottery no any visa application. Obi ka say oh mama fa odin menye no say oh visa DV menye because odudin question so now udin cause America will say Germany for so very serious but German embassy they don't joke. They will keep all your data bare 50 years they will keep it.
Yes, I recently had a client on also back me say time no winning visa lottery no sika seminti agent and say or the obi can no to sika. That time he was so desperate he needed to come. He accepted this from man nipa ne ye ne yere. And no nipa no so opposite to obi mark omo dia kolebi kan ho. Same say ni sister ba apparently omo ye ne say ono ne ba ne yere. And if he had then hunting or say at that time he was desperately needed the money to he allowed. You know, times change. It is sometimes you also told before getting to because then people are all getting to it.
I sell record, I sell record.
Also, my men, but you get the money, right? It's all you have to.
I don't know. Kumase for ya almost ubedi sika and subede G. So ubenye sika ne di no. And my for for and people don't take it serious. But they say digitization drew Ghana. So Ghana card digital, NHIS card digital, or passport digital. Into be the digital footprint. Udo passport ko udo Ghana card ko ni no record that whole HSS asumesi oba U.S.A. Even when they call bank Momo transaction there's a digital footprint. Into udi agra America ni bia na Ghana no. Once a record no they can and they say you can trust a Ghana card. American embassy will link Ghana card, they will link passport office, they will link Nina and check. It's not some check social media.
Something all can be Siana Makai. Many clients also kasa very well. I speak with on the same issue. What happened was that girl no ye customary law marriage says a warrior will fee and on the guy now worry on in our won't call for. Or call U.S.A. embassy, now the papa file man, and she was supposed to be the unmarried child of a U.S. citizen under F1 category. Now all chain and wait sometimes 10 years, all chain no call worry.
Wow, it to me 10 years.
Yes, it to me 10 years, it go 8 years, 14 years. All chain no call worry. Once you get married, your category will change, and I say do some of the petitions, so I bet cancel cry. I worry to me say no. Ain't you know. Or call interview no mbisa and say okay now what won for papa we or also nyami kunu worry no say obi wa won papa pepe ya wo mkola for I sure say mo worry or so we juma na say U.S. embassy for na soma nkofo o ma ba ne fie neighbor could home be bisa questions did investigation or Accra and found out everything and then they denied it. They told her she's married. Oh man, the investigation. And apparently, Nikunu Nankasaso had gone to file a B2 visa. And no court said he was married. I believe almost pulling up guy the fact in Kolane Papa Dean. And they saw that he had indicated previously, so also worried the other two to investigate. It's sometimes when people try to play smart, the U.S. embassy follow, they have their ways. So you just have to.
A very good education I counsel the man, and I hope said some of these things. And yes, I and a bet na ha and this education. It's just there will be soon we are very expensive, paid by the hour. And yes, Ghana lawyers if mobile muji I broach hour and by the hour and charge it's all good for you. Say then I will apply cry now or China will apply and I will be near Friday in future because Ghana there every household will be bogabi Inti ebi obi na apply fatu koto is good education for you. Bedru ono. You can also benefit from that knowledge. La mamina wase pa mamina wase. Yeah, bet to us be another time on marriage is no in the conflict of laws in Ghana near abroche near day near hweni nyina so. Omo mo koye engagement. Omo ya mo say engagement. So how are you? Any abroche there near they will see those conflicts. Inti ene de mamina wase say obejo ene. That's it, baby. You. I was a lawyer, Nana Akua. Me de na yi ne beto no ma tani ha wo no ya a law firm no bo ma me person
if you are me no na nka ho na o
hey de bia ma ye Nana Akua sa oh anya bi ma ye audition prepare
AK Poku Law PLLC. If I let your people follow me on Facebook
any Instagram.
I'm at American Immigration Lawyer But search AK Poku Law on Instagram, on Facebook, AK Poku Law.
Okay, AK Poku Law. Instagram, Facebook, we check your lawyer. But lawyer and kasa on their own grounds or yeah, education too, or private, or messaging or private like DM no, DM no. Now what for any office no, bebo on only okra workers in be one man or mobile file call no or my boy any immigration issue. Ote America or Ghana, ukuna file ama, unu be na file ama, or nina or yeah ready. Men koyen by force a wow be ye kakra be 20. And who assemble obedient and who are coaching no, yeah. Nipa ne be ewu in the system afa ade na hye lawyer bi ani mo bebo ano nti manye tu no ade en de obi ni ma obi kire ma obi mo awo o kina asemba there's a reason why lawyers are there nti lawyer ma me na wase bebre e da se bebre abuja for lawyer enene o bless yen a o cheche emra no emu no ask lawyer we free education ye dey ema FM vim lady Afia Pokuaa brefo for no ye be sign ato us with this education we share on Facebook ne YouTube so me the description no lawyer chambers no and the law firm no link no beto one ne Instagram links ne the website ne ade ni to follow no per click and one to take you to her YouTube ne Facebook account no ne Instagram account no just DM no DM na ono ana ne workers bi ebe reply na fe o mama message no say dey ti be ya das munyina wase